Yo, what's up, man? T with Twist Tours TV. I'm back again. Turn me up in your headphones loud and clear for the people in the background. Week 5, Thursday night football. We got the Falcons versus the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers come to the A. We done had, what, 3 straight games? we had a lot of games at home. So, we're going to go on the road soon, but this is a key matchup. The Bucks come in at 3-1. The Falcons are 2-2. Just beat the Saints on Sunday to be 2-2. So now division is tight, right? These division matchups matter. Raheem Morris, Darnell Mooney, Kirk Cousins. If you want to go to the playoffs, what do y'all say? You got to win a division matchup. If you want to host a playoff game, you have to win your division matchups. Darnell Mooney has stated multiple times, like, hey, we got to go in there and take care of business. I'm tired of playing the game down to the last second. Let's go out there and execute correctly to get a win to where we can rest in the end of the fourth quarter, not impactful all the way to the last second. All the games have been down to what, 3 to 4 points. We could be 4-0, and we could potentially be 0-4. So let's keep that in mind. But let's get to it. If you haven't already, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, keep going the algorithm. We just went over to 2,300 guys. So shouts out to all the supporters for showing your boy Twisted Torch love. It's very appreciated, guys. So appreciate that. If you want to donate, hit my Cash App, $ Twisted Torch TV, or hit the super thanks when the video drops. So shouts out to y'all, man. But let's get to it, right? Injury report. Both teams. We're talking both teams, man. All right, so Atlanta Falcons, we got Ray McLeod that's been questionable. He's dealing with an ankle, limited on Tuesday, but it was pretty much a walkthrough for the team. We just got done playing on Sunday, so we don't want to have any extra injuries. They haven't really got a chance to heal up, so we know this week they're not really going to practice anyway. Bijan Robinson, hamstring, he was limited as well. We know they're going to be good to go. Caleb McGarry, he's still dealing with MCL. I do not expect him to play. I look at Storm Norton to get his second or third start of his career, and he's gonna make some plays, man. He's good in the passing game, of course, being at that right tackle position. And I feel like the Bucks, they struggle a little bit against pass rush, but they do blitz a lot. So expect those linebackers to come at any moment. So Storm Norton, this is gonna be a key big game for you, as well as Ryan Neeson. Drew Dalman's out as well, so he's dealing with an ankle. He's placed on injured reserve. He doesn't come back till October 27th. So expect Vita. Expect to see him a lot. We're going to get into that a lot more. Trey Anderson, breakout athlete who just looked good on Sunday versus the Saints with 16 tackles, 1 pass defense, 1 INT. I think 2 or 3 tackles for loss. He won't be playing this week, guys. It's too short of a week to even expect him to play. I don't expect Trey Anderson to play. He did phenomenal, but we might see him next week or in 10 days or 12 days since today is Tuesday when we play the Panthers. Let's get to the Bucks. The Bucks, oh my God, they got a lot of injuries. Them boys going through it. They need a bye week soon. But Cameron Johnson, receiver, ankle, limited practice. Logan Hall, DN, foot, limited practice. Antoine Winfield, foot. Still hasn't practiced. I don't think he's gonna play. Trey Palmer, receiver, concussion. Probably does not play. Concussions are usually miss a week. Jalen McMillan, hamstring. Sheesh. Dennis, linebacker, placed on injury reserve, so he's not playing. Mike Evans, questionable knee calf. He's gonna play. We know how they get down. Luke, tackle, he's questionable. Cole, tight end, ankle, he's listed as questionable. Vita, knee. He's listed as questionable. D tackle, Kensey, calf listed as questionable. Tristan Riff, I'm sure it was just a rest day for him. He's listed as questionable. But they got a lot of people as listed as questionable. Oh my God, this is crazy. This is crazy now, guys. Oh my God, that's a lot of injuries. That's a lot of injuries. But let's get to the breakdown. Let's get to the preview, guys. Let's get to the breakdown. O-line versus the Bucks pass rush. As I said, Caleb McGarry probably won't be playing. Ryan Neeson will be getting the start at center. Storm Norton will be getting the start at right tackle. When I look at the Bucks defense, let's look at sacks on the season. They have 8. Devontae David has 2. That tells me a lot because that means they're sending the blitz a lot. They got after Hurts last week, guys. They got after Hurts last week. And you can look at these two guys to be impactful. And we got to make sure we block them. I don't care the situation. These guys have to be blocked every time you step on the field as an offense. They have to be blocked, guys. One thing we know about Todd Bowles, he rushes the passer. He does not wait on you to make the decisions. You're not dictating as an offense. He rushes the passer. So I'm looking at Kirk Cousins to go downfield this game. If the offense gives Kirk Cousins time, and they have throughout these games, the Chiefs game, most of that game, he had a good pocket. The Saints game, most of that game, he had a good pocket. If they can give him time, you can attack down the field. They don't have Antoine Winfield, as I stated, so a lot more throws you can make. And it's crazy. They got sacks by most of their linebackers. Dennis has a sack. Nelson has a sack. Villa has a sack. And Yaya has a sack. So those are their pass rushers. My keys is going to be clearly, though, Veta and David, the linebacking core, watching them for blitzes. Bucks O-line versus Falcons pass rushers. And let's call a spade, guys. We got to be better in that department. We got to be better in that department. We got to get pressure. Matthew Judon had 16 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 1.5 sacks, 1 PBU. But we brought him here to rush the passer. And we both know, or we all know, the Bucks have struggled. The game they've lost is when they've been able to force turnovers. Week 1, 0 turnovers, they won. Week 2, 1 turnover, they won. Week 3, 2 turnovers, they lost. Didn't have no turnovers last week. We look at our pass rush, right? Look at our pass rush. 4 sacks, 32nd. Pressures, 22. Tied for 26. Blitzes, 17. So we middle pack. One thing I will say, Raheem Morris, Jimmy Lake, they rushed the passer a lot more, or blitzed the passer a lot more the past 2 weeks. So I'm looking for that number to pick up if we can't get more pressure from Lorenzo Carter, AK. Where are y'all at? AK, where are you at, sir? I did see you touch the passer a lot more, but I can look for Ellis to potentially be on more blitzes. As you see, most of the turnovers we got, Ellis was rushing the passer, or it was Matthew Judon. So I'm looking for them two guys to make plays in this situation. You got to be able to attack. And then with Tristan Riff, the tackle potentially hurt, attack. He's one of the best tackles, though. I will say that. He's one of the best tackles at this moment, the way he's playing. What is he? 51 pass blocking snaps, 0 pressures allowed. Jesus Christ. So maybe rush on that right side a lot more. Maybe rush on that right side a lot more. Let's get to it. Bijan Robinson versus Levante David. As I stated, Levante David is the ignition to their defense, and Bijan Robinson is one of the ignitions to our offense. You know, we got Tyler Algier, but you need to get Bijan Robinson the ball in the passing game, guys. The reason why I'm saying this is because he's a dual threat running back. Rushing the ball, he has 55 carries, 224 yards, 4 yards a carry, 1 touchdown. Receiving the ball, 15 receptions on 16 targets, 135 yards, averaging 9 yards a catch. Even on the play versus the Honey Badger last week, or Sunday, he takes off a flat route, throws it right to him, breaks the tackle, 30 yards easily. You got to get him more involved in the passing game. And when I say that, I mean quick screens to him, option routes to him, the real routes to him. You can watch Bijan make plays versus this defense. Even last year, he killed them. He had a 50-yard little toss sweep in motion sweep where he got 50 yards on that to get us back in that ball game. You have to get him the ball in easier ways. And I look for this matchup. Get him and let me get off the screen. Get him and Tyler Algier in the game at the same time. Right now, Kyle Pitts is struggling as far as getting open, and it could be just execution on the scheme right now. So I need y'all to lend on Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier. Tyler Algier did cook the Bucks last year at the Bucks. He started to turn on. And one thing about Tyler Algier and Bijan, they get better the more carries they get. So if you can get each one of them 10 to 15 touches a game, you will see an impact. Tyler Algier had 8 touches for 60 yards, 7 yards a run, 7 yards a run last week. So use these backs to help set up the pass a lot more. Please use these backs to help set up the pass a lot more. Let's get to it though. Chris Godwin versus the safeties. And the reason why I say safeties, let me say this correctly. I'm saying safeties because Chris Godwin controls the middle of the field as a receiver. He's always going across the middle of the field, so we have to watch out for him when it comes to that. And when I look at these two safeties, two base safeties in the game, they know how to make plays, right? They know how to make plays. Justin Simmons has 15 tackles, 2 pass breakups, 1 INT. Jesse Bates has 29 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 3 pass breakups, 1 INT as well. So both players are attacking the football. And when you got players like that, man, you have to put them in position to make plays. It was times where they had Bates roaming down, guarding Kelsey throughout the year. There's times where he was guarding Devontae Smith in the red zone. So you got the players that do this. And Justin Simmons, you remember that INT he had versus my man Patrick Mahomes. So they know how to roam the field and make you think it's one thing and not the other. And when it comes to Chris Godwin, good at setting the slot corner up. He's going to be motioning around. He plays the slot. He plays outside. He can play wherever. So you want to make sure you take advantage of this matchup and attack. Doubles. Third down, key matchups, key down situations. Double Chris Godwin. It has to be double. I don't care what you say. This guy has to be double. You can put D Alfred there, and then you can put you can roll Bates over the top or Simmons over the top, depending on how you want to cover it. One thing I've noticed about this scheme, Bases came down more in the box a lot more than Simmons, so they want to keep Simmons in that deep third aspect, which is pretty much his game at psyching a QB out and making you think it's one thing and not the other. So that's key to me. Watch out for those post routes, those in-cutting routes, those corner routes, because he runs them. Chris Godwin runs those well. Very impactful, right? Very impactful. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Drake London versus Jamel Dean, right? And it's not just this matchup. Let's look at Darnell Mooney as well. Drake London, I need to see more consistent contested catches. You had a play versus the Saints versus number 1 Taylor, where I felt like you could have went up for the ball a lot better and had your hands up high to use your big body and wide frame. You're not going to create separation with speed, so you got to use your hands to attack the football. Go up and get the ball early and keep it up so they can't snatch the football down. This is a good matchup for me. Drake London usually does good versus the Bucks. Last year he had over 160-something yards versus them, and that second time playing them. Look for Drake London to move around in motion. We also got to think about Darnell Mooney, right? I want to talk about that matchup in another one. But this matchup is key to me. Jamel Dean is pretty good. He's a good player. What does he have? 23 tackles, 3 pass defense, no INTs. On the year, they only have 2 INTs as a team. Christian, the safety, has 1. And then Zion McCullum has the other. Two INTs on the year. But this is a matchup for me, especially because Jamel Dean doesn't really travel like that. They like to do blitzes and play corners on one side, kind of like our defense. But when you get this matchup, see what Drake London can do. Dean is very physical, but Drake London is more out physical. You've seen the catches where he makes over the middle and he fades out and jukes people out quick. So I need to see this matchup. I need to see Kirk Cousins comfortable and moving around. But when I look at another matchup, and honestly, the best receiver on our team right now is Darnell Mooney. Darnell Mooney is cooking people, guys. Averaging, how many yards is he averaging per catch? 15 receptions on 24 targets, 225 yards, averaging 15 yards a catch. 1 touchdown. 41 is the longest. Big gains, he has over 6. Drake London, 20 receptions on 31 targets, 200 yards, averaging 10 yards a catch, 2 touchdowns. Ray McLeod, 15 receptions, 20 on 22 targets, 163 yards, averaging 11 yards a catch. So when you look at all these receivers, they're averaging a good amount of numbers as far as making plays on the football. And let's not forget, let's not forget, if we can start that run early, the play action will be in full effect. And we need that play action to work to be able to get down the field and stretch the field. I did see on numerous occasions, I did see Kyle Pitts open, watching the film, and we got to give him the football a lot more, guys. This is kind of tough to me because I need our receivers to cook. We don't need to see 8-man boxes, especially when Bijan's back there. Like Tyler Algier, he can handle that, but we don't need to see 8-man boxes. We have to spread the field and take more deep shots down the field. If you watch how Kirk Cousins did it last week, he took more chances. Darnell Mooney, man-to-man coverage, they can't guard him. These corner routes are crisp. And since he has so much speed, they're kind of scared to even come up to man press him. If they're going to do that, take that corner out, take those in-cutting routes, those 20 to 15-yard gains, and see what he can do after the catch. If you remember versus the Eagles game, he caught that post route, hit his helmet goalpost, went 40 yards. So you got to be able to make these type of plays versus the Bucs secondary, especially since they blitz. And the reason why I say that play is impactful is because the Eagles blitzed on that play where Mooney had got that touchdown across the middle. So if you see a blitz, motion to see what the matchup will be like and attack the matchup. Attack the matchup. My last thing, and this is key to me because this is impactful every freaking year. Every year, AJ Terrell, Mike Evans have a heated matchup. So I need AJ Terrell to be at his best. I need you to be at your best, AJ. No BSing around this time, champ. You gotta be at your best. I need to see how you was versus him in Atlanta last year when you came to play. Tackle, be physical, press, get your hands on him because you know they ain't calling it when he gets open and pushes off. They're not calling that. So make sure you get physical with him this week. All right, get physical. Lay the boom. We know AJ Terrell gonna tackle, so we ain't got to worry about that. But AJ, use this matchup to shut the critics down. A lot of people been complaining. Where the INTs? I would say AJ Terrell hasn't gave up over a reception over 10 to 15 yards in 3 games. So that's the point I'm looking at. It's about the matchups. People are trying to test Mike Hughes and it isn't working out in their favor. So I'm looking for this matchup to be key. You're going to get Mike Evans all game, baby. So take advantage of this opportunity and go out there and show why you got paid all that money. Because you deserve it, but we need to see more than just pass breakups. We need to see more than pass breakups. We need to see you continue to eat like crisp. We got to eat. That's what we need to see, respectfully. Well, appreciate the support as always, guys. Falcons vs. Buccaneers preview. Thursday night football is going to be a live game. Matt Ryan will be put into the Shine Hall of Fame. So I'm expecting a win. I'm expecting a win, right? I'm expecting a win. X factors. I got to go with at this point, my X factor on defense. I'm going to look at Matthew Judon to get some pressure on Baker Mayfield. We need him to make plays on Baker Mayfield. So that's my X factor on defense. It's on offense. I just can't imagine Kyle Pitts going 0 catches again for another week. I just can't imagine. All right. The Bucs blitz a lot. Kyle Pitts, we need to see you go downfield and separate and make impactful catches. So I'm looking for you to be the X factor of this week. I want to see you make plays, champ. Appreciate the support as always. I have the Falcons winning. As I said, division matchup, all division matchups are going to be close. I'm thinking we're going to score 30 points this game. I think we're going to score 30 points this game. This is going to be the game Kirk Cousins takes advantage of these press covers, these blitzes, and executes. Execute. All 4 games. After the game, you said, I feel like I've left plays out there. I feel like I can play better. I feel like we can play better. We have to score touchdowns. Oh, okay. Well, that's what we want to see. We want to see fucking touchdown. Let's get a touchdown. Let's get a touchdown, Kirk. Let's get touchdowns. I need to see you spread the ball around. I need to see you use the backs, use that play action. What makes you be a deadly QB? Play action. I've seen you understand a lot more since week 2, so I don't have to worry about that. But use what you got, man. Ray McCloud, he's the 3rd and 4th down guru. So attack the matchups. Appreciate the support as always. I got the Falcons winning 31-27. 31-27 Falcons. We haven't given them any points yet, but I feel like the Bucks, they have weapons. They have Chris Godwin. They have Mike Evans. They have a good tight end. They have 2 running backs that have been making plays. So expect them to be able to get some points. 24 at the lowest. But Jumpman T, Twitch Tours TV. Win the time possession. Oh, my God. Win the time possession, guys. Please. We need that. Like all 4 games, you lost time possession. You were better on third down conversions last year compared to being 2 of 9 the first 3 weeks. So I need improvement on that as well. Keep the drives moving. We don't want to put our safeties out there that long, right? Defense is playing too long. So I'm gonna look for y'all to make plays essentially faster than we expect. We need that from you. Hey, offense, we need that from you this week. Okay? Jumpman T, Twitch Tours TV. Appreciate all support as always. Peace.